Hey everybody, the review-a-thon continues today with a sunless tanner that I found at Sephora, and I feel like I'm always on the lookout for a new Miracle Sunless Tanner product, so I really wanted to try it. It's a little more expensive, excuse me, than really most other things that I have tried. And I also like to say first off that not everyone needs or wants to be tan, and I realize that. So I am just, if you really know you're not interested in this product, no need to watch the video. I'll have more reviews coming up, but I know that a lot of people are interested in this, including myself, and so I thought it was important to share my experience with this product. So, moving right along, it is the Kardashian Glamour Tan Self-Tanning Gel. Looks like this, comes in a box like this. It was on display at Sephora for $30 to $35, I think. So I saw this, I thought, hey, I'm gonna give it a try. It says self-tanning gel, moisturizing formula, protective antioxidants with vitamin D, non-streaking, non-staining. So there are some definite pluses to this product and some negatives, so I'm gonna tell you all about it. First, I'm gonna read you the claims on the box here. Unlike most conventional tanning products, Kardashian self-tanning gel produces a natural sun-kissed look. By the way, this isn't just a Kim Kardashian product. All three of the Kardashian girls, Kourtney and Khloe, got in on this one too. Easy application with moisturizing clear gel, leaving skin hydrated. Natural golden sun-kissed tan within 24 hours. Includes protective antioxidants, formulated with natural vitamin D. It advises you to exfoliate before using. Use sparingly around ankles, knees, and elbows and hairline. Wash hands after application and use 2 to 3 times a week to deepen the tan. Results may vary. So, what you're seeing on me today, I don't know if I'm in the truest lighting right now, but you may be seeing some remnants of that. I had that on a few days ago, and since then have showered several times, so you know, that may be fading just a little bit, but I feel like I can tell you about the results of this product. It says clear gel. That was the most unusual thing about this. You can see, yes, that is a clear gel in this tube. And I've never tried a sunless tanner that's a clear gel. I've tried just white lotions that, you know, eventually develop into the tan. But any gel type product I've tried has been tinted. That, I think, is one of the drawbacks to this, is that it's not tinted. Because, honestly, just to put it right out there up front, I had some streaks both times I used this. I've gone through the application 2 different times, sort of the second time hoping I'd learned something and tried to do a little better job, but I still wound up with streaks. And I rarely wind up with streaks with you know, some of those other products that are tinted, and I feel that that allows you to see where you're putting the product, and then the tan develops from there. With this, you just kind of had to go by feel, sort of, try to keep your fingers together as you apply it and not wind up with any streaks. So, however, this is a fairly potent tanner. Like, after you put that on, and you do give it the 24 hours, you are going to look tan. You're going to notice the tan probably after a couple of hours. But what's odd about this, and I don't think I've tried anything that says it continues to deepen over a 24-hour period. That's unique, and it truly does. The claims that they make about the tan and this really will make you tan, it absolutely will. It works in terms of actually giving you that tan. But you put it on and it remains this kind of moist feeling. Like, your skin does feel moisturized when you put it on, but it's like, I don't think you ever truly reach that point where it's like, okay, it's definitely dry. You know what I mean? Like, if you were going out and, like, I would put this on like a couple hours, maybe 3 hours ahead of time, even after that amount of time, my skin still felt some moisture on it, and I couldn't tell, okay, is this just the nice moisturizing effects, or do I still have to be super careful about sitting and getting my leg on something or whatever? I could tell that any streaks that I had were as a result of my fingers raking across my skin and leaving some kind of streak on my leg. They were not as a result of, like, my legs sitting on something or whatever. So I take that to mean that when you put this on, even though it feels like your skin is still moisturized after a few hours, even though you feel that way, you're probably still safe to move around or put clothes on or whatever. But yeah, it's a strong tanner. I put it on my arms and I didn't wind up with any streaky areas there, but I think the legs are a little more difficult to kind of see and all the way around and really be aware of what's going on there. Really important point here, with some sunless, almost all sunless tanners advise you to exfoliate before you use it and to use sparingly around dry areas of your skin that are traditionally drier than the rest, ankles, knees, elbows, etc. It's extra important to do that with this product because it is a much more potent tanner. You need to make sure you exfoliate everywhere and really do pay attention to those areas, the knees and the ankles. I got a lot darker around my ankles than I wanted to, so I didn't really heed that warning of apply sparingly there. So exfoliating is really important. What that does is that's sloughing off your skin scales and skin cells, and it's leaving you a more even canvas to put that tanner on. So as your skin, you know, continues to, as the top layer of your skin continues to basically flake off and redevelop and this and that, it's kind of all on the same page. I don't know if that makes much sense, but that's what you're supposed to do, and I would really advise you to do that with this product. Also, I did put this on my face, and I felt like I got a little more tan on my face, but it definitely didn't last as long as the tan on the rest of me did, probably because I'm scrubbing on my face, and tans never last as well on my face as they do on the rest of my body. So basically, in a nutshell, this is a good product. This is a really good tanner, but I was not pleased with how difficult it was to apply and getting a streak-free tan. You need to be really, really careful because this will show up on your skin. After one application, especially after that 24 hours, you are going to have a decent tan. They say you can apply it 2 to 3 more times. You would get really dark after 3 times a week on this. I've only applied it once a week. So I think you're going to like it if you want to try it, but just be really, really careful about how you put it on. So thanks so much, and exfoliate. Thank you again for watching this video on the Kardashian Glamour tan, and stay tuned for more videos to come.